There's a ceasefire in Zabadani after 10 months of trauma for local people. The army has a few outposts, but they're not shooting now. The regime was forced into a truce because their men could not dislodge the rebels. Zabadani is a half-hour drive from the center of Damascus. Since Wednesday, most of it has been in the hands of the rebels. I saw pockets of damage from the fighting with a local activist who said he'd be in more danger if his face was shown.
What about the future? What are you going to do next week and the week after that? Because Assad is still in power in Damascus.
We will still go with our protests every day until the regime fall down. Okay, and we will defend ourselves from Assad regime, from Assad troops. Okay.
Zabadani's main square is now dominated by what Syrians call the independence flag. Protesters want to revive old national symbols, just like Libyans did in their revolution.
The fact that these people are effectively in control of their town, that they're able to walk here in the main square unmolested by President Assad's security forces is a sign that his regime is feeling the strain of the uprising. This moment may not last all that long, though, because President Assad's forces are still camped on the outskirts of this town.
These are the local heroes, fighters from the Free Syrian Army, defectors from the regular forces and men who've taken up arms. They're celebrating a victory, but some here worry that the president's men have only pulled back because of pressure from the Arab League. The fighters say they'll be ready.
He has heavy weapons, you have Kalashnikovs. How can you win this?
God willing, we will win. And he says we're ready to die for the women and children and to defend our honor. The chant was, God salute the Free Army. The truce, even if it's short, is the regime's first acknowledgement that the rebel fighters are changing the balance of power in Syria. The fireworks were to tell people it was time for the evening protest. Zabadani isn't the only town near Damascus seething with rebellion, but it's the only one where the president has ceded power to the protesters.
It's enough for me to have these 2 days of freedom, and it doesn't matter if I die tomorrow. It's enough that I feel free for hours.
The regime's forces are overstretched enough to take a step back here, but they're still powerful. This could be a pause, not a new beginning for this town. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News, Zabadani.